So I've been a little foggy. It must be the cleanse. I don't know, or maybe just still recovering from surgery. But I totally forgot to make my video last night, and that's the second time I've done that. So doing it this morning instead. But I did want to share about yesterday because yesterday was the day that I've been dreading pretty much since I started this cleanse, and that was beet day. I keep calling it beet day. I had to eat beets for dinner, and if you know me at all, or if you've seen some of my posts on Facebook, I really hate beets. Like, I love vegetables, and I love all kinds of healthy foods. The one thing that I refuse to eat is beets. But I'm trying to stick to this cleanse as closely as possible, and I'm trying to challenge myself. So I decided that I was, instead of taking the easy way out and doing one of the other dinner options, I was going to stick with the plan and do the beets. And they weren't that bad the way that they had us make them last night. So they were roasted, and I roasted them for a long time, so they kind of started to caramelize a little bit. And then I added some fresh lemon juice and parsley, and it wasn't bad. So the only issue that I really did have is that I didn't make enough. For some reason, I was thinking that I needed fewer beets than I actually needed. So I was supposed to have, I think, 3 cups, and I think it only ended up being like half of that. So I was really hungry last night, and I just kept like drinking water because I didn't want to eat anything else because we're supposed to stick to this plan. And so I just kept drinking water last night, and I drank some tea, and this morning was the breakfast with the chickpeas. So I just made a little bit extra of that just because I was still pretty hungry this morning. But other than that, like, I was really happy last night because I've been dreading it, and I need to have them again for lunch this afternoon. So I'm going to the farmer's market in a little bit, and I'm going to pick up some more beets so I can make them again, and I'm not dreading it as much, so that's good. Other than that, it's been pretty much more of the same. I'm still sticking with the Tai Chi program. I'm doing my meditation in the morning. That's been wonderful, and I'm still doing the Consciousness Cleanse book. That book I haven't been totally crazy about, and it's not that it's not a good book, but I think for somebody like me who already does a ton of personal development, some of this stuff is almost like taking a step backwards. I think yesterday or the day before it was asking about, it was talking about taking responsibility for your life and your actions. And I feel like that's something I've gotten very strong in. So some of the questions were just not, it's not like making me think the way that I want it to, I guess. But I would recommend it to somebody who's very new to personal development. And I'm still going to continue and do it because I still think that I'm getting some value out of it, but it's just not quite what I was hoping that it would be. And the other thing that I've been doing a lot of is just a lot of nutritional research. And I feel like with the health conditions that I've had over the past year, I really do believe that the poor choices I made leading up until the time that I started really focusing on my health, which was 2 years ago, I feel like a lot of those poor choices are kind of coming back to haunt me at this point. And so going forward, I want to make sure that I'm making the best choices possible for myself because I don't want to keep having surgery. I had 2 surgeries in less than a year this past year. I don't want to keep doing that. I don't want to keep, getting these like weird illnesses. And I'm a very healthy person otherwise, like my blood pressure and my cholesterol, like all of that stuff is really good. My weight is fine, all of that stuff. But I keep getting like these fluky things like emergency appendectomies and thyroid cancer out of the blue. So, I'm really learning more about making the right nutritional choices. And this whole journey through the Ultimate Reset has helped me a lot with that as well. And just learning more about Shakeology, which is something I've been drinking consistently for 2 years, but it's just like reinforcing how important that is to my overall diet because all this stuff I'm learning about and all of these, I'm watching food documentaries, I'm taking a course through Stanford University right now. All of this stuff is still pointing back to the fact that we need certain nutrients and certain foods and, certain vitamins and minerals and all of these different things we need in our diet. And I'm getting a lot of that from my shake. So I'm really, it just reinforces the fact that I need to continue drinking it and I need to tell everybody else about it too. So that's where I'm at right now. Obviously, I'm a day behind on making this video. So later today, I'll be making today's video. So I'll tell you about how the rest of my day went, how the farmer's market was and stuff like that. So hope everybody is having a great holiday weekend and I'll see you next time.